Childhood obesity has become an epidemic. Obesity threatens the future of 1/3 of all American children. Obesity rates in children have tripled in the past 30 years. Our country spends $150 billion every year to treat obesity-related conditions, and that number is still on the rise. For the first time in American history, our children's life expectancy may be shorter than that of their parents. Parents, educators, health professionals, and every American needs to step up to help fight this war. By educating our children and setting proper examples to follow, we can make a difference in the war against obesity. Let's make sure our children's tomorrow is a healthy one. First, let's talk about what child obesity is and how it affects our children. Childhood obesity is a serious medical condition that affects children and adolescents. The Centers for Disease Control of the United States did a research study in 2004 of the prevalence of overweight and obesity among children and adolescents. According to their findings, over 9 million 16 to 19-year-olds are overweight or obese. That is 3 times higher than in 1980. This means that obesity has more than tripled in the past 3 decades. The report also found that another 8 million kids are at risk of becoming overweight. I want to share with you some startling facts associated with childhood obesity. Hospital costs for children rose from 35 million to 127 million over a span of 20 years. Children are having diseases at 5 and 10 years old that in the past took decades to get. Childhood obesity can have complications for the physical, social, and emotional well-being of your child. Physical conditions such as type 2 diabetes are prevalent among obese children. Other life-threatening diseases caused from being overweight include heart disease, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, liver diseases, and orthopedic problems. Breathing problems such as asthma, sleep apnea, and other sleep disorders can be caused or made worse by obesity. Childhood obesity can cause early puberty. This can confuse and embarrass your child. Early puberty can cause body hair not typical at such a young age and can cause girls to start menstruating much earlier than normal. The effects of childhood obesity will most likely cause social and emotional complications such as low self-esteem and bullying. According to the Mayo Clinic, it has also been linked with behavior and learning problems, as well as depression in children and adolescents. Let's take a look at what medical professionals has to say about the cause of childhood obesity. Obesity is the result of taking in more calories than what the body needs for fuel. The result of this is excess calories that turn into fat, which the body stores, especially around the midsection. Sometimes it isn't just calories consumed that causes obesity, but that of genetics and behavioral and environmental factors as well. Body frames make it difficult to tell by just looking at a child to know if they're above what is considered a normal weight for their body frame and age. It's best to get a doctor's advice. The doctor can calculate your child's body mass index, or BMI. This calculation will tell the doctor if your child is overweight for his or her age and height. The doctor then compares it to a growth chart that gives him percentiles of other children of your child's age and height. BMI alone doesn't consider things like being muscular or having a larger than average frame, and because growth patterns may vary among children, your doctor will also factor in your child's growth and development. This will all determine whether your child's weight is a concern. Hormonal complications and imbalances can also cause weight gain. A thyroid, which is not working properly, can cause weight gain or loss. We've all noticed that some kids can eat junk food and are relatively inactive but still do not have a weight problem. This leads the medical profession to believe that heredity and genetic factors have a lot to do with the influence of obesity. Children who have 2 obese parents are at a greater risk of becoming obese. This may be due to powerful genetic factors or from modeling after their parents in both eating and exercise habits. Let's take a look at some other reasons that could cause a child to become overweight. Several things can put your child in danger of becoming overweight. First of all, what do you feed your child? You need to examine what your child is eating. It is easy for all parents to give in to their children when it comes to indulging them in their wants. We figure it's better to eat something than nothing, right? Well, wrong. What you're feeding your child could be killing them. Let's face it, parents are the ones who buy the food, cook the food, and are the ones who decide where it's going to be eaten. So we can't blame the child. Start by making some small changes in your family's eating plan. We as adults know the drill. Foods like cookies, crackers, and fast food meals are often high in fat and sugar. Instead, serve your families fruits and vegetables at mealtime and as snacks. Limit the number of times you eat out, as well as limiting sweetened beverages that are full of sugar and empty calories. Sit down together for family meals. Discourage eating in front of the TV or computer. Eating a meal together is a family time. Make the most of it. A critical part of weight loss is physical activity. It not only burns calories, but builds strong bones and muscles and helps children sleep well at night and stay alert in the daytime. Establishing regular physical activity will help your child maintain a healthy weight now and as an adult. Find activities your child will enjoy. Physical activity can be fun, especially when the whole family is involved. Set an example. Children learn what they see. Let's talk about some more things you can do to make a difference in your child's health. If your child is very overweight, the doctor or therapist may suggest an obesity treatment program. Many are available and basically come in the form of a summer camp. Children learn good nutrition and how to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle. If this is not an option for your child, then talk to your doctor about putting your child on a balanced diet and a regular fitness routine. Some doctors prefer to maintain a child's weight until they grow into it. This is usually for children who are not severely overweight. The parents monitor and feed the child good, healthy food, but do not restrict the intake unless a doctor has told them to. As they grow taller, their weight will average out to match their height and body frame. If the problem of obesity is out of control, then a doctor may decide on a different approach. Counseling may be needed for behavior modification involving parent participation. Drugs such as appetite suppressants may also be an option, but should be only used under a doctor's care. Another extreme option is that of weight loss surgery, which has become a little more common in teenagers than it once was. Whatever it is, as parents, we must take charge. We can prevent childhood obesity by supporting our children. Show them the way, not by punishing them, but by example. If you do it, then they will naturally want to follow. Make it a family affair, and they will soon want to become a part of it. Adopt a healthier lifestyle by buying groceries together, cooking together, and enjoying physical activities together. Remember to always emphasize the positive. Small steps are better than none. Be patient with your child. After all, it is not their fault. If parents take charge, look at what a difference we can make in our children's future and that of the world. America has started to take notice of this growing problem. Many have joined the fight to beat childhood obesity. Michelle Obama, along with community leaders, teachers, doctors, nurses, moms, and dads, has helped to launch a nationwide campaign for the prevention of childhood obesity. The program, Let's Move, is helping parents with the support they need to provide a healthier and affordable food in our country, including that of school meal programs everywhere. Let's join them by getting moving in the right direction. I grew up being an overweight child, and now as an adult face all the health conditions I have mentioned. As a child, I had no resources, no one to guide me. My parents always thought I would outgrow it. I know too well the pain and sadness that being obese can cause both physically and emotionally. As an adult, I now see that it isn't just me, but instead a nation full of overweight individuals that are suffering. We have to put a stop to obesity. Now is the time to stand up and do something about it, not just talk about it. These children are not at fault, but we as parents, educators, health professionals, and all Americans have to commit to make a difference. Let's get moving. Let's get healthy, so we will see a brighter tomorrow for our children.